60 Cycle Hum features a mix of products that were purchased or provided and content that is a mix of sponsored, paid, unpaid, and Patreon funded. Use your eyes, ears, and common sense to come to your own conclusions.
Hey everyone, I'm Ryan. You're watching 60 Cycle Hum, and I've got a guitar to unbox here. You already figured that out. You already know what it is, thanks to the title and the thumbnails and everything else I've done to promote this video so that you will watch it and I can make a living on YouTube. But anyways, this is a Bad Cat AC-230, I think, is the model name. Maybe I got that right. It's a Dan Armstrong style acrylic guitar. You can get these off of Amazon for $3.69 right now, if I remember correctly, the last time I checked. Oh, box in a box. My kids are gonna love this. It's fort time, right? Will there be another box in the box? I don't think so. This looks like the final box. So, I've never owned an acrylic guitar before. I've tried them in shops. Usually, they're way, way, way too heavy for my personal taste. So I'm interested to try this one out and see what it's like. I'm also interested to check out, you know me, I love budget guitars. I love the cheap stuff. I'm interested to check out to see if this plays like what I'd expect out of a nearly $400 guitar, or is it just a novelty, you know? By the way, full disclosure, Bad Cat is paying my unboxing fee that I charge for demos on this. It's how I justify the time that I spend filming and editing these sorts of videos. But ideally, just because I'm getting paid doesn't mean it colors my opinion of whatever I happen to be unboxing at the time. It's supposed to be a first impressions format, and that's what I'm going to try to give here. It is heavy. It is acrylic. It has the logo on the pickguard here, which is interesting. Was that a Dan Armstrong thing? Was the logo on the pickguard? I've never personally had the opportunity to try a Dan Armstrong, so I won't be making any comparisons to the real deal here. I just have to look at this for what it is as an electric guitar that I'm holding in the moment. So wooden pickguard here with that logo. I'm assuming volume and tone. A switch, a three-way switch, when there's a single covered humbucker. I wonder what exactly the switch does. It didn't look like it came with any literature. People who know are screaming at me in the comment section right now, I'm sure. Interesting wood veneer on the headstock there. Bad Cat labeled tuners. It looks like this is its own unique neck pocket design here. I don't think this is the type of guitar where you could swap in like a Fender sized neck pocket replacement neck. So the neck you get is what you keep with this guitar. So no like, oh man, I want that acrylic body, I'm going to swap in my own neck sorts of shenanigans. The cuts on the acrylic all look really clean. It's wild being able to look through the guitar at the internals, but it all looks really clean. The polish on the body itself is super duper smooth. Like it is transparent. It changes the light a little bit, but there's no distortion as I'm looking through. What an odd thing to sit here and critique with the guitar, like how transparent the body is. But the point I'm making is that it's got a very smooth, high polish going on here. mean, it is heavy, but it's not like remarkably heavy. Like I've picked up the BC Rich acrylics, which are the same dimensions as a regular BC Rich, and those things weigh noticeably a ton. And I'm not getting that from this. It's a thinner and smaller size body than those style guitars. So I have a feeling it's going to be better balanced. It's got 24 frets on here. Yeah, that is pretty butt heavy. All right, let's get set up and plug it in. Man, it just really disappears down there, doesn't it? You guys are going to get a demo of my shirt. I almost had something fun there. Let's talk about the build qualities of this guitar as I explore it. And then we'll get into sound samples and stuff like that, and final thoughts and whatnot as I go. The neck has this pretty unique round and full feel to it. It's not a big baseball neck, but it's pushing that direction. It's not a thin, flat, modern sort of shape, but it fills my hand very nicely. I think that's actually very comfortable. I'm not picking up any fret bite on the ends at all. The frets, while not looking like a premium fret dressing, they did a really great job of sloping them away from the edge of the fretboard. And like, I mean, the neck might honestly be curving inwards, and I'm not picking up the edges of the fret at all while I slide my hand up and down here. That's pretty unique, honestly. The frets are pretty gritty feeling. They definitely don't have a mirror polish on them, to say the least. It's a very thin satin finish on this neck. No high gloss or anything like that. It's so thin, I can feel the wood grain through that thin finish quite a bit. It's not rough feeling like an unfinished neck, but I can detect the wood grain as I take my hand up and down. Yeah, that's an interesting neck. It's gonna take a while for these strings to break in. I just pulled it out of the box and gave it its first tune-up. Clean, it has a really interesting audio quality to it. It's kind of bright and sparkly. It's jangly even. I like that. Is this going to be a secret twang machine? Yeah, I like the sound of that. I'm pretty sure I'm on a humbucker setting right now with that switch in the middle. Yeah, there's some hum with it pushed forward. And there's hum with it pushed back. So is it really just splitting that pickup into two different coils? The two different split coils? There's the neck. Well, forward position, I'm assuming. Here's that humbucker again. And here is that number 1 bridge position on the switch. That sounds thinner. That is the neck position. Here's the humbucker position. What a slight adjustment that actually seems to be yielding pretty different results. Like that number 1 position on that closest coil to the bridge is definitely brighter and thinner than the air quotes neck position. Here's the neck. I keep like faltering as I call it neck because it's not the neck, it's the forward position on the bridge pickup. And back to the humbucker. How interesting! Let's try it with some various effects. Might as well start off with some reverb from the Melkman f-stop. Here it is on the bridge position. I'm just gonna call it that. You'll know what I mean, right? This sounds legit. I need to physically get used to the dimensions and the feel of this. I'm faltering a little bit just because I'm not used to working with one of these wraparound stop tail bridges. It feels a little bit odd to me. But the neck itself feels pretty comfortable to me. I haven't run into any issues. The action is good across the neck as it is right now. I haven't hit any buzzy frets or anything. I do wish the neck felt a little bit slicker in my hand. It feels a little bit slow to me with that very thin, hugging the wood grain matte finish on there. But I gotta say, right off the bat, I'm impressed with the tones and the feel and the sound of the guitar. This is that neck pickup. The humbucker setting. I even like that humbucker sound. That ain't bad. It's got a twang to it. It really does. I was not expecting that out of an acrylic guitar. Yeah, those frets are gritty. I'd want to, take some effort to polish these frets myself. looking at the monitors, and it looks like I'm holding nothing. Like this just disappears. I'm demoing an invisible guitar right now. Something fun is you can see the strings as they connect to the bridge underneath there. So when you're changing strings, you can really see what you're doing. How funny. All right, let's mess around with some overdrive sounds now. I've got a DoD 250 style pedal on the board, which someone actually sent to me, which sent to the channel as part of the giving away of all the Azor reverbs. They sent this little mini built, like finger enclosure DoD 250. And it's cute. I like it. And it sounds like a 250. It's a hard circuit to screw up, so. I wonder what the scale length on this is. Maybe it's just because it has the wraparound stop tail. The strings feel really kind of like loose and jangly to me in a fun way. It's not a high tension string feel or a high compliance string feel. I think it was it on my Jag-Stang video? Someone got really anal retentive about the term compliance versus tension. So the compliance is really loose on this guitar. A little bit more dirt there. That has been the humbucker setting. Here is the neck, in air quotes. I'm just checking the tuning. The tuning was fine. It's been holding tune. I tweaked it a little bit just to be safe, but I think that low tension, low compliance sort of feel to the strings is messing with the way that I play, and I'm bending strings as I'm playing normal things and stuff in a way that I normally wouldn't. My Duosonic has a similar feel, and other like short scale guitars I have a similar feel where it's really easy to accidentally bend things, so you have to like change your mentality for how you're handling the guitar. There's nothing about this neck that's making me feel challenged to play quickly. I guess it's interesting because I don't look at the frets, I don't feel the frets through the strings and think like this is a high-end fret job sort of situation. But they seem to be great. Besides being gritty, they're dressed in a way on the edges that just disappears into the neck. All right, here is the bridge position on that pickup. Bright, bright, bright twang. Humbucker. neck in air quotes. Volume works. Tone works. I'm not picking up any real... Hello? Hello? Nope. Nothing microphonic about the pickup, which is nice. I guess it should test that with some high gain sounds. Here is the Wampler Ratsbane, which is obviously a rat style pedal. Hello? 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 It's not picking up clear words, but it is picking up some audio when I shout into it with high gain. That's all string feedback. The body is not resonating right now. No idea what I'm doing there. Bridge setting. Ooh, you can really hear the noise. Next setting. I was rolling back the tone control here to simulate, you know, like a creamy neck pickup sort of situation with that high gain. Fuzz! I gotta do some fuzz. I have the Music Lily fuzz down here, which is the one I was debating replacing the Cuvave on the Affordaboard with, because it does some really great heavy tones. I decided to put it on my little demo board that I keep on the floor that has my looper and my amp switcher and stuff like that, and my tuner and all that. I need to do a follow-up video on that fuzz. It's like great fuzz. I think that's pretty great. The feel of the neck lumber itself with that very thin kind of like not smooth matte finish is the only thing about this that's putting me off. I like the sound of the pickups. I think the body's really cool. I've always wanted to own and mess around with an acrylic body. I have all sorts of, fun plans with LEDs and stuff that I've always wanted to explore with something like this. The fretwork, despite not looking premium, despite feeling gritty, I found no dead spots across the neck. No weird little moments with the frets so far. I mean, if I find something after this video, I'll update in the comments or make social media posts about it or something like that. It's handsome. I really like the wood pick guard, and it continues with a wood truss cover up here. A little bit of aesthetic quality control issues with the clear coat meeting the nut up here. Smallish headstock on this. Nothing wrong with that. Really normal piece of bridge hardware here, that wraparound bridge, which is great because I can intonate it if I run into intonation issues, which I didn't hear any intonation issues, but you never know. It's always nice to tweak things and set them up to your own personal standards. I really like the sound of that pickup. I legitimately do. For a humbucker, it's got a nice twang to it. Maybe that has something to do with the construction of the body, allowing, more highs to be present in the string as it resonates with the body. I'm not a tone scientist. You guys debate that down below. The fight of the ages. Does, tone acrylic make a difference? I think I'll say that for nearly $400, $369 is what they're priced at right now on Amazon. Let's use some big brands, some well-known brands to kind of like qualify this experience. I'd say that the feel of the neck and the dressing of the frets as far as their grittiness goes is sub $400 Squier. It's sub $400 Epiphone. But the sound of the pickup, the novelty, or the feature, however you look at it, of an acrylic guitar body, the fact that the frets are all level, as far as I can tell, no dead spots, really nice action on here. No tuning issues as I was playing. I checked it once or twice just to be sure because I was doing, you know, some bad bends and stuff as I was monkey gripping some bar chords and whatnot. I think the price is completely appropriate with everything added up, figured out. As far as the neck goes, I wonder if it'll wear in or if I, you know, give it a really nice light sanding and then put some gun oil on there if I would prefer it. You might like the feel of the neck, but it might just be a preference thing with that. It's not smooth. It's a matte finish, but it's not, you know, like this baby powder smooth sort of matte finish. I'm not sure quite how to explain that. But for $369 or $400, whatever it is when you find these, if you have been curious about Dan Armstrong style guitars at all, but you don't want to drop a couple grand to figure out if you actually like them, like it's a no-brainer. You want to know if you can handle an acrylic guitar, if it's going to look good on you, if you're going to like the sound of it, so on and so on. This is a much safer investment than throwing thousands of dollars into the wind to try something that you're not quite sure about. If you have experiments in mind, the way you know that I do, you know, getting something like this and doing bad things to the guitar afterwards. Like I'm thinking about putting like metallic stickers on the back and putting LEDs in the control cavity and stuff like that. Like you wouldn't want to do that to a real deal Dan Armstrong, but something like this, you know, you let your creativity go wild modifying a guitar. I don't know if it's actually rosewood or not, but it looks like rosewood. It looks like exactly the quality of rosewood on a fretboard I'd expect out of like any guitar above $400, $500. Like there's nothing about this wood that is sticking out to me. It's like, oh man, that's cheap wood. I don't know. What do you guys think? I just had a lot of fun playing it. I really like the sounds out of it. The price is accessible for something that is a bit of a novelty or a bit of a curiosity. And my only gripe, I keep saying it, is the finish on that neck. I like the shape of the neck. I like the feel of the neck. I'm sticking to this light matte finish a little bit more than I'd like. I like a slicker, smoother feel. But yeah, you can be certain I'm going to be playing this in videos. Yeah, that's too much fun. All right, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, dislike, leave me a rude, nasty comment. Support us on Patreon. Buy a shirt if you're naked. Click the links down below. I'll have links to this guitar and a couple of the pedals that I was using. And you know what? Huge thanks to Bad Cat for sending this out to me, for tracking me down and sending this to me. I dig it. I really do. All right. Bye, everyone. Stay grounded.